look how close we are in the middle. So here's Ranka, she's sad, and Bera isn't cheering her up. She's like, sorry, my brother. I'm trash. I got loads of brothers, and none of them help cheer me up. Brera is apparently given up any pretense of being biologically related to her because, you know, she's got weird Vajra DNA and shit, and he's also mostly a robot. But he sympathises with the, he's like, Ranka, you got, like, Ozma's more of a brother to you than me, but I sympathise with how shitty you're feeling. But he tells her that she should already know the way of getting out of this. And he tells her if it helps, there are people who love her. And that's the thinking that saved him anyway. Yeah, we're on the spacesuit, and then Vera leaves, Cheryl comes in. She's like, oh yeah, Ranka. It's like, sorry Cheryl, I didn't see you close. Like, yep, glad to see that dude's having an effect on you. And she says to Ranka that in some senses all that's happened to them is they found themselves back on their original mission to roam the stars and find a new home. Yeah, and she says there's so much to cope in with life is perspective. And there's no doubt what their first and best destiny is, so can Ranka muster the fortitude to do it, being, is she going to sing? Here's Max hanging out. He's talking, yeah, he's Maximilian Genius, Captain of the Battle 7. Here's Jeffrey, who talks about him. They're introducing each other with their big titles. He's like, whoa, that's Mylene's dad, Max? Holy shit. He's that old, but he's just like a fucking day of like 2. He's incredible. And then Otto says, and that's Zentradi. And there's Exodor, who's Zentradi. You can see he's got a huge fucking brain. He's got a huge fucking brain. He's mostly just like a head. Let me find a picture of him. Oh good, it's gonna get wild because I dared to open a tab. Exeldolfolmo. I want to find a picture of him on the bridge because you can see that he's just a fucking head sticking out of the floor for the most part. What's up going with us? I don't know. You've seen the exact same amount of cutscene that I've seen. Ugh. He's not a head in a jar, he just only has his head on the floor. Like, through that floor. This sucks because the only picture of him search by image, because I just don't want a photo bucket link. He's nothing special. He's incredible, actually. He's amazing. Very rude of you to say. Add to media file. There he is. That's his fucking big brain. He's just a big weird dude with a big brain. He's huge and old. He says this old man a lot. But yeah. He tells he's like Exodor Folmore, it's me, I'm Zentradi, I got a big brain. He tells Jeffrey there isn't a single recorded case of anyone artificially folding across as great a distance with as little energy loss as we did to get to this stupid place, and he describes it as a wonder of the universe. And the dimensional quake we encountered may have been the entrance, but the rest of the trip he cannot figure out at all, and he's a fucking ultra brain man. What he does know is that we exited in an area so near to people we know, and we popped out thanks to Basara. And yeah, there was a Firebomber tribute concert going on board the Macross 7. Yeah, tribute live, and that summoned the man. And Exodol says that Basara's song energy powers are fucking wild and can mess with space-time, and he was just playing real hard at the time until we ended up here next to a tribute act to him. One of the and here Exodol says that the one of their duties is continuing the study of the Proto-Devlin and their living weapons that are even more powerful than the Zentradi. And they were created by one of the warring proto-culture factions using energy from the sub-universe. And the Proto-Devlin are like weird vampires, and they need anima spiritua, like energy juice, life juice. And that eventually destroyed the proto-culture, which set the stage for the Baroda Gambit and all the other stuff. Evil series. Sure thing. And yeah, come on, the sub-universe, sure. Proto-culture destroyed the proto-culture. But when the Proto-Devlin destroyed, yeah, that's what we said. He's like, so the public weren't scared of incredibly strong, crazy space vampires. Word got around that Basara sealed the Proto-Devlin away. But what he did was actually like give them a rebirth as a race capable of self-generating the life force they need to live, so now they're not predatory. And that ended the war with mankind and led to the Proto-Devlin headed off to just, do whatever the hell they want. And that would have been the end, except for a terrifying truth that Exodol discovered. And that is that the Proto-Devlin's existence is related to the 12,000 year cycle bullshit. And according to the Big Brain Boy, it was one of those destructive events that opened the door and allowed the sub-universe beings into our universe in the first place. But what's interesting is that though the Baal have been great enough to vanquish entire species, they have not, so far, actually managed the 100% universal reboot step. Like, they've wiped out loads of it, but never actually managed to get the full thing going. But whatever it is that the universe does every 12 millennia is an existential threat to mankind, and it's a threat that can only be countered by the accumulated wisdom of all of the predecessors that from all the other 12,000 year cycles, and that's why the Battle 7's going around to try and find out how to fucking stop it. And so, folding back to Earth would take actually just years. Like, full on, hella years. And Tifa is scared of whatever's at the centre of, whatever's in the proto-culture ruins on the next planet we're going to. And that's all the more reason for us to get in there and do a good explore. If these ones are the ones, like on Lakus. Come on, mention the thing. Yeah, his opinion loves to explore for treasure. Yeah, and Manly's like, oh yes, now that blue are here and can see my papa. It's like, oh yeah, Basara's partner. It's like, no, don't say that. It's like, Marlene. Yeah, and then here, Gamma mentions if the ruins are the same type that are on the planet Lacus, then they might need Mylene to open doors. Because the ruins on Lacus had loads of shit locked down that could only be opened by someone that was a hybrid of Zentradi and a human. Where it's basically, you're not allowed in until there's proof that there's peace between the two species, alright? And she's in, and it's like, wait, Laker's like the plant singer? You too? It's like, no, it's a planet, you idiot. Mylene used her power to open, you fucking... Shut up. It's like the proto-culture saw a lot of shit going down. Zentradi, ace pilot. Yeah, my mom was Zentradi, ace pilot. Wait, so... Wait. Maximilia? Yeah, that's right. So, Alto's like, wait. That Maximilia? Those pilots, you're their daughter? She's like, yeah, and? Is that so hard to believe? He's like, sorry, fuck. But, gonna have a special guest on the trip. Ranker's going. And, oh, and then Alta's like, it's not a picnic, you know. She's like, yeah, I know, she's got, something inside that's struggling to get out. And something that she's got to see with her own eyes. And how the ancients tried to get their message across. And with both Brera and Alto Gardener, she should be fine. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, also here's a picture. Here's a picture for everybody. It's a picture of somebody with Katina, but dressed as Naruto for some reason. So here's Max talking to Milia, and he's bumped into Mylene, and after proving the research, landing on Neo Lacus, Milia signs off by, yeah, it's like, yeah, alright, you can do it. And she's like, oh yeah, by the way, check how the thing's going between Mylene and Gamlin, alright? And then she hangs up. And Max like, oh jeez. But yeah, we're arriving on Neo Arrakis. Exodor's not going down directly because he's a big huge dude, and he's just going to observe and record from a little distance away. He's got a feeling that something huge is about to go on. Something beyond mortal ken. What a wild dude. I love mortal ken. He's way more cooler than violent ken. And evil Ryu. And this is Forbidden Planet. Here we are. So, Brera here says that Exodor thinks this ruin is a record-keeping device. And he's like, hell yeah, that fits my thing where I said they want to convey messages to people. And Hibiki's hella excited because this is hardcore occult bullshit, right? And then Suzune's like, yep. Well, nice to see that Knight is still alive and well. Wait, who's Knight gone? I thought his name was Hibiki. Yeah, no, that's my internet name. I'm on the internet. And it's like, hell yeah. He's gone the internet. He's like, yep, he loves the internet. Wow, that dude, yeah, I love to read about ghosts and shit online. And talk about Setsuko. And Luna Maria making her face says, shut up about Setsuko going on the internet looking shit up, alright? And then they intimate that Shin sucks. And then she's like, hey Vicky, Shin's be nice. Got it, Roger. And then Shin, you got Luna Maria, you shut up, you're not allowed to talk about shit. It's the power of love, alright? Kayen's mad, he's upset about something. Hibiki and Setsuko. Yeah, there's more than just curiosity, which is why Setsuko and everybody are here. And it's like, yeah, Hibiki and Tetsuko, they're linked by spheres. They're reactors. They're gonna have a connection that I could never have as a regular person. And then Mylene is here and she's looking forward to investigating this, and she's remembering when he said Suzune without Suzune Sensei, she's remembering how a similar ruin to this was the first time Gamling called her name without honorifics. And Basara's making her face because he's Basara. I don't know, I got a bad feeling. And then everyone's ready. Gamling and Mylene, they're at it again. You ready, Renka? Uh-huh. Don't worry, I'm fine. Alright, you're good. Let's go. Bleep, bloop, bleep, bloop. Vajra coming in, the Battle 7, telling us, oh jeez, look at all these fucking bugs. Piss. And they're green. And they're attacking the building. What the heck, why are the Vajra attacking the bugs? After Gamling and Vicky, stop them from getting the thing. Alright, sure thing. So those jokers are going to go inside and start investigating. And we've got to protect the building from the bugs, so don't let any bugs cross that line or they'll kill everybody inside and collapse the building. Ranka, better be safe. I'll tell Rare, keep her safe. And now we've got 4 turns to blow up 1 million guys. Within 4 turns, defeat 24 or more enemies and don't let any of them cross the line. Classic defensive line bullshit one. Mikoyo, Yuraha. Oh! The Faze's bonus finally works. She casts Focus and Invincible. Whenever you cast Invincible, she also casts Focus. So for 15, she gets the equivalent of like at least 30 SP points with this shit. Everything's in space, all the Gundams, except for the Wing Boys, and all the planes, and Aquarian. It's got the S adapter though, right? The adapter, yeah, so he's fine. This doesn't have one, I didn't give it, so her funnels are bad right now, because they're shitty against things in the sky, same with hers. The time. No, I could choose not to bring either of them, but I brought Shin. Like, I could have brought Cats instead and left, or Lado, and left Kira and Shin out. But I brought Shin because at least he's friends with Setsuko.
ありがとう、マリー。ハルート、反撃を開始する。逃しはしない。
It did seem to take a while, didn't it?
こういう相手のあしらい方は心得ている。当たるものか。ニューガンダムは伊達じゃない。
New Gundam's not just for show.
行け、インファンネル。落ちよう。
I think this is the third variation of Vajra. We've had red, we've had weird gold fancy ones, and now green. You guys' aim is trash. Archon Shah's here. Yeah, there was the weird white ones that showed up when Grace was like, "I am the Insect Queen," but they were for like 2 minutes and garbage. Like, Shah's here, he's good. Alto's good. He's not cool though. Like, for actual good robots, we've got Turn A, Zeta, Nu, Suzabi, Aquarian. Alto will get an upgrade. At some point. But like, all of the Macross units are the same anyway, except for Luca, who's the best support dude in the game. Thank you, Xblib. Thank you, Xblib. Thank you, Xblib. Thank you, Xblib. Thank you.